This is Domo William Andrews, or better known as on the internet as John Joshua James. Now, if you don't know who this man has built an amazing following over the past of last year by taking tren before actually hopping into the gym.
My back looked like a bit of strawberry shortcake, but they've also made my shoulders way bigger than my arms. The first day I went into the gym is the first day I started doing steroids, and it's not hard to tell. Not because I have any muscle to speak of, but because I have all the symptoms. I've been doing it for 4 months, and I'll show the before and after tomorrow, so you can follow if you want to see that. But so far...
What if I were to tell you that this man was the first fake natty, and he was able to fool the whole fitness industry? Well, most of it, I should say.
I think this guy
Steroids after...
just had a really bad episode of back knee through genetic predisposition and otherwise used the opportunity to claim that he got this side effect from gear in order to go viral on the internet.
My back is completely covered in scars and it feels pretty terrible all the time, but I do like being able to go to the gym more.
He was able to fool the whole fitness industry by doing ridiculous stunts like this.
This to my back, and I gotta say it's worth it. After doing a bit of research, I found out that steroids actually give you back acne, and it's not great. My back is completely covered in scars, and it feels pretty terrible all the time, but I do like being able to go to the gym more. I finally hit 180 pounds, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
He was able to make the most cringeworthy and rage bait content of all time. And what even made it even better is, he was never gaining any progress, which made people even more mad at him.
Steroids haven't made me big immediately, and they're not going to. Some folk have commented that they look just as good as me, and they're also only 4 months in, insinuating that what I'm taking is not making me any bigger. But everyone starts at a different place. For instance, this is me before working out. You can see that my bicep is actually smaller than my forearm. That's because you have 2 bones in your forearm, and I was all bones. If you follow me before I delete this channel, then maybe we'll see what I look like 8 months.
All right.
Do this. This was not worth it. You don't even look like you have that much muscle.
But look, maybe you're like, Jacob, surely this guy was on gear. I mean, look at his back knee. Look at all the scarring that he had. Those are all side effects of steroids. Well, if you're not going to take my word for it, let's go ahead and take his word for it, shall we?
How's it going? My name is Domo William Andrews. You guys know me as John Joshua James, and I want to tell you how I became the most viewed fitness influencer. First of all, I lied. I did not take steroids, I've never touched steroids, but the before and after pictures mixed with horrible back acne were enough to convince everyone that I had steroids.
I mean, it's absolutely genius. He took something so taboo like steroids, and he goes, look, everyone in the industry, they're all pretending to be something that they're not. Well, guess what? I'm gonna do the exact same thing, except I'm gonna do the opposite. Instead of lying about not being on steroids, I'm gonna say that I'm on steroids, and I'm gonna rage bait everyone out there. And it works. It's insane.
Now, the reason I did this was because I had hit a stump in my social media managing career, and I wanted to work for the bigwigs, you know, the Greg Doucette, Jesse James West, more plates, more dates of the world. But I didn't want to just send them a resume and say, here's why I can grow your account. I wanted to put my money where my mouth was.
And he did exactly that. He got a video for More Plates, More Dates, Greg Doucette, and he made almost 100,000 followers on TikTok, producing millions upon millions of views on every reel. And I can't find the original video that he made, because like he said, he was going to delete all of his videos once the transformation was done, and he did that. So I'm working with very limited content here, but I remember watching on the original video that More Plates, More Dates even hired him to be his social media manager, which is absolutely insane. And why wouldn't he do that? It's genius. This guy built a page with hundreds of thousands of followers in a matter of months. Why wouldn't you hire the guy? I also think that it's pretty awesome that he did what 90% of influencers are trying to do. He got famous, but he didn't even have to take the gear. He just made a shitty situation of himself with poor genetics, and he turned that into a blessing. It just goes to show that you don't have to be the biggest guy out there to get that Young LA sponsorship. You can be like this guy, I guess, have crappy genetics and still be famous. But anyways, guys, this was Domo William Andrews, aka John Joshua James, and this was how he fooled the entire fitness industry.